DG Weaver. Amazing comparison. Hammers the life out of it. The grip. What a good day.
Yeah, okay.
Wow. Big on a focus.
The flex, that's for sure.
Told us to hammer this. Knew this car was going to be fun.
Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to Ford.
Yep. Now DG Weaver have given us a phenomenal opportunity to experience not only an immaculate Mark 1 Ford Focus RS, which is Matt's personal car.
Yeah.
Ben has also brought down his Mark 1 ST170 just to sort of show the evolution of a car that I think we both love, the Mark 1 Focus.
I've always had a soft spot.
Yep, so let's get stuck into this. So the Mark 1 Focus, as we've said, is a car that we both love, and start with the Mark 1 RS. Why is this special? I mean, I didn't realise before doing the research how rare these cars were. Now, Ford made 4,501 examples. Now, in comparison, the Escort Cosworth, they made around 7,000, which I didn't realise, so it is actually a lot rarer.
Yeah, yeah.
The Escort Cosworth was basically a hacked up version of the Sierra Cosworth, so it was a while before Ford made a complete new RS platform. And this is obviously a direct replacement for the Escort Cosworth.
Yeah.
Now, visually, obviously you were saying,
there's so much difference in it. You can really tell that they've focused more attention on this car. I know, sorry, I just had to say that. Yeah, just like the flared arches, you can see it's rally inspired.
Definitely.
You know, they actually, it's just, yeah, it's a complete rally car, isn't it?
Speaking of rally,
to the ST.
it is a homologation car, and you can even see that with little things like, interesting fact I love,
I like
the
that.
Sparco seats. Now, Ford did apparently have a relationship with Recaro, but because at the time the Focus rally car was running Sparco seats, they followed that onto the road car, obviously being the homologation that it is.
Which is class, because I said to you, didn't I? Obviously, we used to see Recaros.
Yeah,
you said,
never
wait, hang on a sec, I'm going to be a nerd.
Yeah.
But it is interesting, but you know what I mean.
From the factory, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
So, give you some nerdy specs. I mean, it's a 2-litre turbocharged engine, 212, Max corrected me, 212 brake horsepower from the factory.
Four-cylinder,
and I want to give a big hats off to Matt because he's kept this thing completely standard.
I know, that's
First thing when we pulled up, I thought, is it standard? First thing I looked at with the exhaust, even the exhaust is completely standard. And I've seen many people modify these. I'm all for modifying, but I've seen people run 400-500 brake. You're ruining the essence of the car.
It's not even that, it's just the way this car stands, you know, it's on the Oz wheels from the factory.
Yeah.
Even the ride height and everything, I wouldn't lower it because it's a rally car, you know, it's supposed to be, it's got the big flared arches, it's got the wheels that actually sit really, really nice as well. I wouldn't even bring them out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they've really nailed the styling.
Absolutely nailed it.
I just did want to mention the headlights as well. Obviously, a lot of people black headlights out. These are crystal compared to the blacked out inserts.
Yeah, yeah.
These just, I don't know, they just look more expensive.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I would say it definitely looks classy. I mean,
it does.
I do want to say this is an immaculate example. I'm sure he said around 30,000 miles. This is obviously well loved. In comparison to Ben's ST170, this isn't a 30,000 mile example. No. Ben's fully aware, but he gets the most out of this thing. He drives it most days and he hammers the life out of it.
Yeah. Now, I really never thought much of these, but speaking of Ben...
This is interesting.
Yeah, speaking of Ben, as he said, it's the type of car you've really got to wring the neck out of it.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
And we love cars like that.
We do, yeah. That's what makes them fun, you know? It's pointless having something that'll rev to like 4,500 RPM because you want it screaming. You want that feeling.
And Ben said that's where he gets the fun. And he said to us when we drive in, make sure we hit the limiter because if not, you're not getting the most out of it.
Yes.
But just very quickly going over the visuals. I mean, this is a beautiful car, beautiful colour, but you could say even compared to the RS, you see the flared arches, you can see the evolution.
Yes, that's where it's going to be harder to replicate an RS over an ST because visually I don't think there's a lot of difference between this and a standard one, to be honest.
I think you're right.
Yeah, you obviously got like a little bit sporty here and there. You got the 17-inch wheels, I believe.
Yeah, that's another issue because going back to what we were saying. I mean, you look at the Mark 3 RS, we've got just the 19-inch wheel standard. You go back to 98, I mean, like you said, 17s on a Focus. These were big on a Focus, but now the RS comes standard with 18s.
Yes.
I think we just need to get out on the road because we are not going to be driving this one, unfortunately, because I haven't really got the guts to do it because it's such a clean example, but Matt is going to take us out. Ben is literally going to throw us the keys and told us to hammer this thing. I don't know which one I'm more excited about. I think we need to experience both, so let's get out on the road.
Let's get out and check them out.
So guys, we are starting off in Matt's Mark 1 Ford Focus RS. We're going to start off in the RS first. First of all, obviously, I want to say a massive thank you. We really appreciate you bringing it down. Obviously, this is Matt's personal car, and you've just pulled it out of hibernation, is that right?
Yeah, just come out of hibernation today, just been taxed.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning, it was very cloudy, so I'm so grateful now we've got the sun. We seem to have the right day, and by the feel of it, it's actually got aircon as well. So, I haven't actually been in Ben's car properly, but I mean, the thing that amazes me, this is still very much a Focus. You've got a typical Focus dash, but everywhere that counts, the RS division have made all the little details that make this a special car. And the first thing is these seats. These seats are absolutely phenomenal. They're supportive and comfy. The bolstering is fantastic. And like I said at the beginning, this the rally car. Oh, such a smooth power delivery. Oh my God. So smooth.
That was smooth. The diff likes to grab the road and move you left and right.
Yeah.
Makes you think that you can't drive it.
What's to say, because these do come factory with an LSD, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
The great thing is I've done my bit of research, but I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so that was the first pull, and I am pleasantly surprised. Like, these are not the fastest cars in the world. They're never meant to be the fastest cars in the world, but people get carried away with brake horsepower these days, and I'm sure owning this car, I'm sure you'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Because as we were saying off camera, 212 brake, I think, is a lovely amount for a hatchback this size. And I mean, hatchbacks these days, unless something's 300 brake, no one's interested, but they don't understand that cars like this are a driver's car.
And that's it, and the advantage over a modern car is it's so lightweight compared.
Exactly. Obviously, it's pretty obvious why you went for a full, but what made you go with a Mark 1 RS?
It's an iconic car. I'm 30 now, so this came out when I was just getting into cars.
Yes,
around 12, 13, you start to recognise cars.
Absolutely.
And I always remember a Mark 1 being in the showroom, sitting in here and seeing this green starter button there.
I meant to ask, I've got a shot of that. I meant to ask when I got it. That is the start button
That is the start button, but you can even hear a proper click on it as well.
That's so satisfying.
And that just, you know, with the seats, with the wide arches, the Oz wheels, it's just superb car, and it's just one that's always been in my memory.
Yeah.
Until 10 years ago now I've had this car. Just feel the diff pulling around the corner.
Yeah, wow. Coming out of a corner then, and yeah, like you said, you can feel the diff working.
You can feel it. It's an old school diff in terms of there's that moment of, oh, is it gonna hook up?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it goes wrong.
But you know, even from the passenger seat, I felt that it feels playful, and I thought it was going to be very, I don't know how to put it, almost clinical, but it looked like it was quite playful as well, so you could have fun with it. The
steering's light on it, it's not heavy steering. I shouldn't say, but the tyres are 10 years old on this, but still plenty of tread.
Yeah.
But the tyres have gone a bit harder. The car is another level of grip.
Yeah.
It can do far more than what I can take it to.
Yeah. Wow. God, it's taking the bumps really well as well.
Yeah, it's well damped.
Wow. I knew this car was going to be fun. Gosh, you're even the braking then.
Yeah, it's
wicked. Wow.
It does chase the road a little bit.
You can see, obviously there's only a certain amount you can get from the passenger seat, but I can see from your from your demeanour. But is it, like you said, it looks like it's fun and it's not out of control?
Modern hatches get to silly speeds really quick.
Yes.
Whereas this feels at medium speeds.
Yeah,
fast.
This is what modern cars are missing. Even from the passenger seat, I need to stress that. I'm having so much fun from the passenger seat, and just the feeling. This is such a good car. Well, there's a couple of things I noticed. I mean, looking around the interior, on a standard Focus, you've got the coolant temperature gauge, which is very important, and they've just got rid of it completely, and they've focused more on a boost gauge.
They're all about the boost gauge.
That's to say, I love that. And never mind if your engine's going to blow up. As long as you're boosting, you're okay.
I can't tell you what the temperature is outside. I can't tell you what my oil's doing, my water, but
you know, when you're going on those roads, I don't care. Nothing else matters in the world. Another thing from the research I did, the Mark 1 RS, there were no options. It was, this is the car. You can take it or leave it sort of thing. So I was going to stop recording, but I do want to say, as Matt said, I mean, you're on 10-year-old tyres. First of all, hats off for your confidence throwing it through the corners.
Well, congratulations for sitting next to me, that's for sure.
So we've just jumped out of Matt's Mark 1 Focus RS, and again, thanks to DG Reaver and Matt personally for giving up his time. We've been given the opportunity to go out in the Mark 3 Focus RS as well. Now, I think this is going to be an amazing comparison of where the Focus RS began and where it is now. Now, this is, what, 3 years old, I think. Absolutely beautiful colour, I think you'll agree. I've never been the biggest fan of newer cars. As we always say, I'm an old school fan. But this, and I'm sure Kenny will agree, like we said,
honestly,
beautiful.
First thing I noticed about it was the mouth.
Yeah. And again, I don't think you can appreciate it unless you hear it in person.
You can't see the angles of it. Do you know what I mean? It seems to be really open on the bottom and more shut on the top. You go in here a minute and have a look at this paint, because the fleck, it almost looks a different colour from this side with the sun on it.
Yeah. And like you pointed out, it's nice that we've got it next to a Mark 4. Granted, it's an ST.
Yeah, but it just shows the difference between an RS
and an ST. I mean, look how much more aggressive the RS is. What a good day, what a good place to be. So we'll wait for Matt to get the keys now, we'll have a quick look around inside and then we're going to get it out on the road. And back. I've never seen that feature on a car before. Right then guys, so yes, you joined us in the Mark 3 Focus RS. So a big thank you again. We were just about to call it a day, and you can tell you're a true petrolhead. Any excuse to take an RS out.
Any excuse to get on the road.
Which we really appreciate. And it's crazy. I mean, jumping in, first thing you feel, first thing I mentioned in the... Oh. Yeah, so you floored it there. I mean, it's a good, it pulls very well. But see how drama-free it was?
Drama-free, four-wheel drive. Yeah. Planted.
Which is great. I mean, like, technologically, yeah, it's brilliant, but I don't know, it looked like you had more fun in yours.
Well, mind you, you're fighting the wheel in this, you haven't got it all going through the front wheels.
Yes, and I imagine you've got a lot more control. I mean, the Evolute, even just from a simple pull end, you can feel the technological evolution from the Mark 1, obviously, to the Mark 3. I can't wait to get to some corners to see how it feels then.
And fresh tyres.
Yeah. So one of the first things I said about the Mark 1 were the Sparko seats. Very supportive, but very soft on the bolstering, and the same with most modern cars and modern seats. Like you said, they're a lot more hardcore and a lot stiffer around the bolster, which again is great. It's not necessarily a down point, but it's just, it's good to note the differences. And again, with most modern cars, you know, the dash on these,
they're so far away.
They're going forever. And I know there's so many safety features, and oh, okay, that pull is very nice. That mid-range pull, then you cannot deny that. So obviously the Mark 3 RS, it's a 2.3 EcoBoost engine. Around 345, I believe, horsepower.
345 horsepower.
And I believe around 370 Newton meters. Obviously with the 924. With the bigger capacity, obviously you get a bit less, and the better technology. I imagine there's a lot less turbo lag.
A lot less.
But as I've always said, I am sort of stuck in the past. I much prefer older cars, but it's only when I jump in cars like this you think I understand why things evolve, and you can see the technology that goes into them. Oh, nice.
So I might get...
Oh my god! The grip! Yes! Do you know what? I almost didn't want to like this car because of how much I love the Mark 1, but you cannot deny that then.
It's more playful, you can feel, we're in sport mode, so the exhaust pops, it just eggs you on more than the Mark 1.
Well, your confidence throwing it into the rounder, it was as if you were getting the grip and you thought, no, let's have a bit of fun. You kicked it out a bit, but it was still very controllable, it was still, and God, it put a smile on my face, that's for sure.
That's it.
Yeah, people say they're not good on fuel. This is plenty of overtaking power. Yeah, it is planted. Fair play. Yeah, it's definitely a bit quicker than your Mark 1 RS.
Just slightly quicker.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the diff still grabs in this as it's shuffling power with the torque vectoring.
But again, I mean, these are not ideal roads, but God, you can still have fun on them. But obviously, they haven't got a Mark 4 RS yet, have they?
No, and Ford aren't going to make it.
No?
No. It's
the
technology that's required to get cars through emissions testing.
Right.
Means that the cost of it is too expensive.
Oh,
so
wow.
the only option would be to go hybrid.
Right.
And if you went hybrid, the car's heavier, so all of a sudden you need more power.
So it's, Your
regulation is killing off these type cars.
Well, there we are. So we're stuck behind cyclists now. So I will say once again, I really appreciate you not only taking us out with these cars, but giving up your Saturday just for us. Caught me midway. But yeah, no, I really appreciate this. So yeah, let's jump back. Hopefully go to Ben's this time.
Filming, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So you joined us in the ST170. Obviously the first pull then. It's quite funny for me because I've just come out of the Mark 1 Focus RS and the Mark 3, both turbo 4 cylinders. So there's a bit of a power difference.
Yeah, and I've been out tuning the EP3.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a little bit different. Feels very family orientated. So we'll try giving it a little bit now. Right, handling. Yeah, okay, that's nice. But actually got quite a bit of grip. Luckily, it hasn't got enough power to really scare you. Right, now, yeah, okay.
I love how you got to rev it out, yeah.
Really got to rev. To be honest, I'm waiting for something to happen when you hit like over 5,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Nothing does. I'm going to be honest. It is fun. Like the handling is really responsive. So we're coming around here now. Yes. All right, now it's starting to make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy because when we first booted it,
I was just looking at
your reaction, it was just like
really underwhelmed.
But Ben did say you've got to be on the limiter, and I think on this sort of road now, when you're throwing it through corners, and it's another car you can drive 10/10s.
It is, yeah.
But you have to by the look of it.
Yeah, you really do. You've really got to wring the neck out of it to actually do anything. But I've always said this though with Ford, you know, when they released this car, it was like before the RS, obviously. I know it's only an ST,
yeah.
But 170 horsepower isn't enough.
No, it's not a lot.
It's not enough. Like the Clio 172 would absolutely annihilate this thing.
Yeah.
In all aspects.
But practicality would.
Yes, you can still get your kids and luggage and everything in this.
I think that's the main sort of difference. Yeah, the Clio would annihilate it on a track.
Definitely.
But I suppose as a daily, this might be better. But
I think, no, it would be better. It's a lot more comfortable. The seating position is very high. Obviously, you could probably adjust it slightly, but it's very comfortable. It is very dailyable. So switching seats.
Yes. So first impression, obviously, it is a Ford Focus.
Yes.
My gripe with Fords of this generation has always been like the seating position. Like you said, you are a bit high. I'm sure there are things you can do to rectify that. See, you can feel a bit of a pickup.
20. No.
Like I said, we've been spoiled because of some of the cars, and we drove down in a 280 brake Civic.
Yeah.
So
but
yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel for steering now? You'll start making sense.
Yeah. God, like I was at about 4,000 revs then, and it was very. Yeah, I should have downshifted. Yeah, it's very different to the RS. Yeah, it's fun through. It is fun through the corners.
It is, yeah.
So going back to what you were saying, I mean, in comparison to, I mean, I think a Clio 172 is a good comparison.
Yeah.
Granted, they are slightly different cars. This is more of a medium hatch. That's like a obviously a hot mini hatch. Yeah. But this is definitely the more practical one.
Yeah, well, as you said, Ben's got a family.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's an important thing to note. For him, it's ideal.
It does pretty much everything you want it to do. It won't pull your face back, but...
No. But driving in normal, it is. I forgot it's a 6-speed as well, yeah.
It is, yeah. It is very practical at the end of the day. Well, here we are back at DG Weaver, and what a day it's been. Yes,
it's been a Ford day, a very Ford day. Since experiencing the Mark II Focus RS we did not too long ago, I wanted to experience the Mark I and the Mark III, and we've done it both in one day. So it goes without saying, they are phenomenal cars, and we just want to say a massive, massive thank you to DG Weaver for accommodating us all day. And obviously a big, big thank you to Matt and Ben for giving up their personal time on a Saturday on a lovely day like today.
What a day has been as well.
Honestly, the support we get from you guys is always next level. Yeah. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day for there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.
Boom.